Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the last two battles on the Shu side. We've got the Battle of Chibi and the Battle of Huarong Path and their challenges. If you guys are having a hard time with these on the True Warrior difficulty, this hopefully will help you get through that. The secret to both of these is, unfortunately, at least for me and what I tried for these, is rushing. Rushing Cao Cao both times will get you the win and the challenge completed without having to worry about everyone dying. Now we're going to start with Chibi, and we'll probably have the footage for Huarong Path play because I think Chibi is a little bit more straightforward. There's no gates you have to get through. There's nothing that's of an obstacle that's in your way. So the latter part of the video will have the Huarong Path gameplay so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Starting off with Chibi here. So obviously the challenge we have is to claim victory with 6 or more allied officers surviving, which is, I would say, pretty easy to do. As long as you rush Cao Cao, you'll be fine. I'm not sure if you take your time with it, if your allies will actually survive, but I will say, at least in the beginning, you don't really have to worry about your allies because any of the unique officers that end up dying will end up respawning up at the top, so you won't have to worry about them. What I'm running here is my standard sword combo, I guess. I love using the sword when I'm in a pinch, especially on a hard difficulty in a hard level like this. I'm going to use a weapon that is most comfortable to me, which is going to be the sword. So like I said in the beginning, I mean, there's not really much you can really do or really much that you should really worry about in the beginning. That's really not that important. What is important is getting to Cao Cao as fast as you can when he docks his ship and taking down his health as quickly as possible so you can initiate the fire attack earlier than the game would want you to. So when you start off, obviously you're on the left side. You can do some damage over there, take down a couple officers and UH in, and then you can make your way down towards where they pop out to take down the archers. You can kill a couple of generals there, and then make your way over to the eastern side. What's going to allow you to attack Cao Cao right away and give you enough time to do that is rushing over to that eastern side after you start losing some of your allies and just picking off some of them. So for me, Li Dian and the group of generals that were down there ended up kind of clumping together, which was great because Li Dian, if you'll notice from the beginning when he pops out, he has the duel icon on top of him, which means he's going to be available for a duel. So when you approach Li Dian and you defeat him in the duel, you will knock down the morale of everyone else around him, which is fantastic. I think Zheng Liao has max courage and the other ones are kind of beefed up a little bit, so they drop down, which is great. And then I use the encourage tactic on top of it to drop him really down, really weak, and you can kill them super easily after that happens. I had my extreme Muso at the time, so I blasted through them super easily, killed all of them, and had that eastern side a little bit more tame than it normally would, which allowed me to rush Cao Cao, which is what I did. Now, rushing Cao Cao is not going to be an easy thing to do. He's going to be surrounded by tons of unique playable characters, or unique NPCs, sorry. Unique NPCs, and it's going to be a tough match to deal with him. So you're going to want to pop your bravery boost if you're bringing them, your attack boost. You know, really being weary of your meat buns. If you have your true Muso, maybe save it in as a last resort. If you're out of health, you should have the skill where you get health back when you damage officers or damage people in your true Muso form. So that's always a good resort to have just in case it's getting really rough for you. But definitely use a bravery boost here. Pop your strongest battle arts, push it, push it, push it, and try to take Cao Cao to his half point as fast as possible. I believe once he gets to his half point, that is when the fire attack will be initiated and you will be respawned back onto shore. For me, the battle was so tough, I used all of my portable items in this battle. Nearly died on this one, but still held my own. And once Cao Cao again gets around that halfway mark, a little less than the halfway mark, fire attack will activate. You'll be respawned back on shore. You can restock up on your meat bun. After you've collected a few meat buns, I would go straight to where Zhu Shu is and kill him right away. If you don't kill him, he's going to put out the fires and it's going to, I believe, it increases the courage of the enemy forces, which is what you don't want. The first time I played it, it happened, and I don't remember what the effect was, but I know it wasn't good. So after you're done restocking your meat buns, I would highly recommend killing Zhu Shu, killing Xun Yu over on that right side, and then you can make your way up. If you can find any playable characters or any, I keep saying playable, they're not playable. If you can find any unique characters on your way that are still on the bottom, try to clip them now before they make it up to the top. Because once they get to the top where Cao Cao is, they get a boost in their courage. They become a little bit more difficult to defeat. I think I got Xu Huang on his way back up, which was a nice little bonus on my way up in order to clip that. So your ally should wait for you before you get up there. Again, if you need to restock on meat buns, there should be some like on the shore, in the base, you know, stock up on your guards, right? You're probably going to lose all your guards during the Cao Cao battle. I had you know, no guards left, so it's good to have them just so you can have those tactics available. All right, so once everything is once you're restocked and good to go, obviously rush in, and I would focus Cao Cao as hard as you can. Focus Cao Cao, you know, use Zhao Yun, use his dragon battle art. You know, I'll have it play for you guys. You guys can see at least the end, the last couple minutes, so you guys can see how that battle goes with Cao Cao. But that's pretty much how the Battle of Chibi should go for you guys. I don't know if you do it the quote-unquote normal way or take your time a little more instead of rushing Cao Cao right away, if that would yield the same results as the challenge. You still, I mean, your allies do respawn at the top, but I didn't want to take that chance in case, you know, they end up getting killed somehow, whatever it may be. But if you play it normally and your allies are respawning, I would still rush Cao Cao at the end, just so, you know, they're not launching a bunch of, you know, True Muso attacks or, you know, really damaging your officers, because they'll cut through some of your people pretty quickly. So that's just my opinion for the Battle of Chibi. And then finally, we have the Battle of Huarong Path, the last battle on the Shu side. Claiming victory within 15 minutes is the challenge for this. It's not as much time as you think. It's still a decent amount of time. I think by the time I got to the main area with Cao Cao, I had about 7 to 8 minutes in total, so great stuff there. But the reason that I did is because I did not spend my time trying to clear every single character. All right, so we're going to walk through this. And as we start, obviously the first one I clear out completely, and then I open the gate, get to Yujin, and I completely kill him as well. You don't have to do those things, but I think it helps your people who are following you. So Zhuge Liang and some of the other officers. I did it mainly for them. I was trying to save as many as I could, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. The people that are waiting for you, Liu Bei, Guan Yu, you have plenty of reinforcements on that main side, so you don't really have to save them if you don't want to, but if you want to, I did it, and it worked just fine. Now, moving on to the next obstacle. So, Shu Huang in the big base. I tried to go help Zhao Yun. I'm not sitting there trying to fight Zheng Liao the whole time. It's going to take too long. So, we skip over to Shu Huang. And what I did, we fought him for a little bit. But I noticed that the door is glowing, which means it can be opened regardless of the base being captured. So I thought it would be better to just knock him down, get him in the down state, and then rush to the door, which is exactly what I did. So I hit him with the Divine Eagle Dance, let him fall, and then rush to the door. I don't need to sit there and try to finish him and beat him and all that. I just need to get the door open as fast as possible and rush through it so I can initiate the next part. Going over to where Cao Cao gets ambushed by Zhang Fei. We've got a bunch of people here. I would just focus on evading, staying alive, wait until Xiahou Dun initiates the duel with you, and then once that happens, go ahead and fight Xiahou Dun, beat him. Right, it's an infinite duel. You have to win. There's no other choice for you. And by this point, you can see I still have 11 minutes remaining. So I got a lot of time left here because I didn't waste too much time with Shu Huang or Zheng Liao. And I'm not saying that you couldn't. Maybe you guys can. But for me, I think it's important, at least when I was doing it, to get it done as fast as possible. All right. Then moving to the next section, we've got Li Dian, Yue Jin, and I believe, who is it? Shunyo? Shunyo coming out to fight you next. Luckily, Zhang Fei joins you. You can use his True Muso right away and do damage to them and knock all of them down, right? You don't have to clean kill all of them. You can just knock them down, get them focused on Zhang Fei for a little bit, split off from him, and then go open the door. And that's exactly what I did again, right? Zhang Fei uses his True Muso. They all get blasted away. And then I just move past them. I'm using Hex Mark in this one because I just got him. So I got Hex Mark. We're running to the door, and then we open the gate. Very easy. Now for this next one, I totally forgot about the ladder on this other part. But as soon as you get past this door, you can kind of wait for this spot over here. You don't have to go down to shoot you, because I forgot that the ladder is there. Because when I did the same thing for him, I knocked down shoot you, and I went to go open the gate. That gate will take years to open. That thing is, it's like Lu Bu hell. That's like a Lu Bu door right there. That thing is not moving at all. So luckily the ladders obviously come on that top side, so you can just run back there, jump on the ladder, avoid Yue Jin, Li Dian, and all of them, because they're gonna respawn anyway, so you don't have to really worry about fighting them. And then go into the main large force and start doing damage. You can see I got about 8.5 minutes here, so I got a lot of time. I honestly could have potentially taken my time. I'll clip down his large force, do some damage, kill some of the officers, maybe get down to like 3 or 4 minutes, and then hyper focus Cao Cao. But like I said in the beginning, for this one we rushed Cao Cao, and luckily at some point I believe Guan Yu gets a boost. So he starts following you, and he gets a boost all the way up to have his True Muso unlocked, which was beautiful. So as soon as I saw that Guan Yu I was able to swap to him and use him, I had to find Cao Cao, which was hard to do, right? But he's towards like the back and the left, like the back left side almost. So as soon as Guan Yu gets that true Musou, and as soon as I noticed that I had it, I start looking around using the eye vision, the Assassin's Creed thing that they like to use. Come on, that's where it's from. Anyway, I find Cao Cao. It's hard to find. He's in that backside towards the left. I needed to get over to him, right? Because I swapped over to Guan Yu thinking that he was close by. He was not. So I swapped to Guan Yu a little preemptively, and I'm trying to get my way over there so I can maximize my usage with this character. I finally find Cao Cao, and I start hitting him with Guan Yu's really strong battle arts. So I'm doing as much damage as I can, and now we just need to focus on Cao Cao. That is all. That is all we have to do here. Do as much damage as we can. Use everything that you got at your disposal in order to kill Mr. Cao Cao. If you are struggling with this point, if you are rushing in like I am and struggling, there are pots relatively close by. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's on that left side right next to the rocks. You can see like there's a group of like 5 or 6 meat buns. So if you need more and you have 7 minutes like I do, you'll have plenty of time to go grab some extra health. Just make sure, you know, you stay alive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you kill Cao Cao here after focusing, I mean, it's gonna be another quote-unquote easy win. Both of these challenges, very simple in nature, but very hard to execute because, at least from the way I did it, you need to rush Cao Cao. Rushing Cao Cao is what led to a comfortable challenge victory. That's all I have for the video here, guys. I'll let the rest of me fighting Cao Cao play. There's a lot of hecticness going on. You can see the unique characters, Zheng He and Jiaxu. They're all trying to jump me and stuff. Use the down characters to your advantage when you can assault one of them and one of them's jumping into you. Hit that person quickly so you can get the other person off of you. You have your tactics, you have your encourage, all that stuff. Let it play. You know, use every advantage that you have in order to get this win. But that's all I have for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found it helpful at all, I definitely appreciate a like or subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel a ton. And if you have any questions or if you guys are struggling with anything, just let me know down below. And that's all I have for the video here, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Future is taking shape right before our eyes. The enemy officer